Hi guys, good evening. Just 2 minutes and I'll be ready. Okay, I am all set. Let me just close. Let me share the screen and all good. So, hi Pal, hi Raghu, hi Ganesh, good evening. I don't know the way, how much lag it is in the YouTube on uh, when I'm speaking, but hopefully it should be fine. So I had a small 40-minute meeting in the afternoon, evening, wherein I went through futures, Fibonacci, option strategy for butterfly, how to get in that, how to use that. Hi, Jimmy. Hello again. So in case you missed that, the recording is available on Twitter and YouTube. You can go there and watch it. If you still have any questions, do let me know, and then I'll try to answer. And let's start with my scans because it's almost the end of month and last week. So let me start with the weekly inside scan. So team, FTX, and space. Space is irrelevant. FTX and team are inside week. Let me see inside day. Facebook, AMD, Meta, AMD, AMAT, Roblox, UPST. Couple of them. Roblox, UPST, and AMD also has earnings this week. So love to see how the reaction to the earnings will be, because right now all the earnings besides Apple were really, really tough, and market gave them a big thumbs down if they are not up to the mark. And hi Shri G, hi Shrikant. Good evening, good evening. So guys, this is, let me just do one more scan of 2 days. Let me see if anything is in 2 day. 2 day inside there is a massive list. Baba is there, BA is there, Netflix is there, Square is there. So I think it's a double 2 day, meaning it's a candle for 2 days. It's not a double inside day. It's a candle for 2 days. There. Baba, I would like to add Baba because I have long positions in Baba. So I am actually eliminating Costco and adding Baba. Again, 2 day candle inside the AMAT is also square. Is 2 day square, square, V, square. I can get rid of IBM square. The rest of them, I don't care. Roku also have earnings. So Roku is something we should uh, look. I think cat has done its job, so we can get rid of cat. Uh, I'll check on this snow and we. Hi Kajula, how are you? So guys, I'm all good. I'm ready to start. It's all 10:30. I hope you all had a great weekend and you're all set to make money from tomorrow. So let's get started. So ES on Friday. If I go back to my sheet from Friday, maybe it was posted on Twitter. Let me just go to Twitter just to see. Come on, 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 come on. Right. So this was our sheet. It did the second target 3890 and we talked about 3915. I did a live call with my group that time and it uh, was discussed 3915 will be a good area. It was 3890 at that time. Most important thing, the 34 EMA is now converging with 12 EMA. If we have a positive news from Fed this week that yes, they are going only with 75 basis point hikes for this time and they will slow or they will stop the hikes by a certain time, giving a certainty to the market is ready to give a thumbs up. And as far as I feel, we can easily hit 4075 area to 4300. That is a possibility. Again, it all depends on how things will come out from the Fed meeting on Wednesday. Before that, it could be choppy because we had a good one clean day. And one important thing you will see, and this is not a Haikinishi, that market tested the 12 EMA on both the occasions and managed to close above this. It opened, tested the 12 EMA, bounced, closed right here, which is a 61 point Fibonacci, and now it's facing a resistance. Now, I would say this was a massive move uh, from Friday's 37.75 area all the way to 39.25 area, approximately 150 points. Now, these 150 points were in a one day. When you have that kind of a day, it's pretty rare that we follow up the next day with that kind of big move. So either we will remain in a choppy state and we need to be very stock specific unless we go to Wednesday where we have Fed meeting and the rate decision, we might see some choppiness until then. But overall, the market is gearing up for a higher highs. All right, so that's on the daily basis because this is the end of the week, beginning of the new week. On the weekly basis, we had a base at 3590. You can see the base is right there. We did not close below this. From 3590, we have 2 weeks. So as I explained, and as I've said in the past, that 2 weeks of October and first week of November, they'll be positive. So this is week 1. This is week 2. I expect week 3, which is around 4004 for 34 EMA. Should test it, and thereon we will decide where we are going after that. So all in all, it's looking good. Coming back to the daily. So I would love to go long if I can recapture this 3925, 3915 area. I have resistance at 3950 and 4000, 3995, 4000 area. Now the support is right here. 3855 is right here. If we face resistance. Right now, we are facing resistance. We opened and we went down almost 20 points, but it's good. We are not breaking below this area, which is uh, 38.96. This is the high 38.97, and today's low is 38.95. So we came in touch of this, took the support, and bounced right from there. So 38.85 is a very good support for me. 38.85 is right here, this pink block. And then I have a support of 38.55. So if you want to go short, uh, sell below 38.95, stop loss 39.10, 39.15, 38.55, and 3805, and 38.20, 38.20 areas. I'm going to give again 50-50 because the market has seen such a massive move. So we might see some consolidation on both sides of the market, on long and short, both sides. So let's see. On the positive side, I want to go long above this line, 39.15. Stop loss 38.95, which is today's low. Target area will be first resistance 39.55 and 3,995. So this was inverted head and shoulder pattern which we had. This breakout is continuing, but one candle, two candle, maybe third. Again, we need to wait for where it goes from here. Tomorrow it may be choppy, but everything is intact. Now 12 EMA has converged over the 34. So this statement, 12 greater than 34 EMA, which has happened after a time of August 31st, it was like this. And since then, 34 EMA was higher. So after a very long time, after almost September, October, 2 months, the EMAs have converged, which shows a good sign that yes, momentum can carry on. So in case it comes around 3805, 3820 area, that will be a really, really good area to buy and go long. Evening star continuity fails because that evening star didn't happen. Next is NQ. NQ again, like bounced right from 11,068 and right from this long-term trend line, bounced perfectly and crossed both 12 and 34. Now it has resistance around 650 and support of 11,500. So 11,500 is the stop loss. 11,500 is the stop loss for longs. 11,500 is the stop loss for shorts. Where I should buy? I should buy around 550 to 560. It should be bought in the range 11,540 to 80. This is the range. That's the stop loss. Target area is 11,650. And for the time now, I will say it's 11,650. I'm not changing 11,650 for the second target. Momentum is on tech side. Again, if the momentum towards dollar is going down and yields a little bit ease off, NQ can go up. So I'm giving it a 50%. Instead of 40%, it's a 50% on the higher side. On the short side, if I lose this, my support area is 11,375, 11,375, and that should be a good support. So I'm not expecting anything massive out of it. Again, ES can move and Q may be in a range. And you can sell below 500. Triple Q. Triple Q has a massive bullish engulfing, like all these had massive bullish engulfing, sustain of this area 274 once more has provided a good base. Now 34 is crossed. So 281, which is the 34, 279 in the red number is the 84 34. So 279 is your stop loss, and we should buy above 282. If it opens and holds above Friday's high, it's a good move towards 284 to 290. You may even try to buy the dip if you want, but it's a choice. Like if you want to go and buy the dip around 280, yes, it's not a bad choice at this moment. If we lose 279, target is 275, 274. 275, 30, which is the 12 EMA, and 274.50, which is an extremely good support. So this is the index. Apple just rallied nonstop. My estimation on Apple were bad. It took the support of the 34 EMA, moved super on Friday, took the entire market with it, and closed above really good area. Now it should look out for, like, in case of Apple, it's actually, instead of becoming head and shoulders, it's turning out to be a W. So if market has to go higher, Apple is moving forward. It needs to hold this area one more time, 150, 70 area, and it can continue towards 172, 173 area. So very high possibility. But looking at the move on Friday, I will wait for Apple to ease off a little. If it comes to 154 positive, I want to see the dip. If it comes to 154.80, I would love to buy this. Stop loss 152.60, target 158.90. 60% positive, and we do not need to do a short on Apple. Held 34 EMA with strength. Then we have, I do want to include AMAT. I usually do not include AMAT, but it is setting up for a move. Like for last 1, 2, 3, 4 days, it's in a range, and it is ready for a move, which could be a breakout move or whatever you want to call. This is a good consolidation on AMAT. 1 candle, 2 candle, 3 candle, 4 candle, but within the range itself. So it is really important. We closed at a 89.71 Fibonacci level, 89.71 Fibonacci level. Possibility of higher moves is there. So let me draw a retracement, because nearby there is no lower low, there is a higher low. So I'm going with a retracement right from the top. all the way to 71, and I'll fix the numbers later on, but 91 to 96 is something I'm opting for a mat. By above 91, 25. If it goes above 91.25 and stop loss is 89.75, we could see 96, 93, 35, 93, 35, and 95.25. So I'm aiming for the gap. It's an inside day. So if it breaks, we should have some positive momentum on the high side. If it breaks downside, I doubt on that because it's 86.5, which is like almost $3 down. If it is down like that, then practically there is no point going short on AMAT. At that time, it's already given like 4-5%. So AMAT is one. AMD. AMD is also an inside day, but it closed over its important resistance on the weekly basis, and it's consolidating well. And if I draw a channel here, connecting the lows here to Friday's low, connecting the tops here. So it is moving in an upward channel. Possibility of hitting 65-60 is possible. And if you convert this into a weekly candle, 65 to 70 is really, really possible. On like if we get a confirmation of 64, that will be a massive move on AMD. AMD is neutral. My stop losses will be, come back to 1-day chart. 61 will be my stop loss. 60.8. My target area will be first 64.60. 64.60 will be a trigger for 70. 65.60. And 70. Again, it's an inside. Where should we buy? Whenever we have such kind of scenarios, always try to buy, because it's an inside day, always try to buy above the high of yesterday's candle. So buy above 62.75. If it opens above 62.75, that's an excellent trigger for AMD. Boeing is holding really well after such a bad negative news. It managed to close the week above 143. So it's really good that even after such a negative news from Boeing, it managed to hold on to it, and 12 and 34 are converging. So it's kind of making a base right here. Now 143 is a good area to buy in because it's a 61.8 Fibonacci. It should be held. If it holds, possibility of higher highs is there in BA. So BA, and it's a 2-day candle. So my stop loss is now 140. 140 is my stop loss. Buy near, if it dips 143 to 140, 142 to 143, I'll be a buyer on going. 147, 151. And it's a 2-day inside candle. Caterpillar, slowly and steadily, it's moving towards 219 area, and it did that. So it created a massive gap, and it's holding higher highs. And if you look, this was the last area of resistance, 219, and it's struggling, or it closed right over there. It is opening up for 225, which is a 38.2 Fibonacci. Caterpillar is positive. Stop loss is very limited now. 215. If it loses 215, it might come back to fill the gap. So keep an eye. 215 is a super area of support. Where should we buy if it comes between 217 to 219? I'll be a buyer. In case market gives you a range, 2617 to 219, I'll be a buyer. My target will be 225. And I am positive on CAT for a couple of days now. Even before the earnings, we were long on CAT, and it's working out really nicely. From 189 all the way to 219, it's really doing good. Then we have Baba. Uh, I myself have recommended Baba in my learning group Friday at the close. My logic was that if futures are up in US, we should have Hong Kong to respond. But Hong Kong market went down to almost 15 years low, and then is bouncing almost flat. Baba in the Hong Kong market is trading right now at 63.70, about 3% higher than it closed on Friday. So we should see some good move on Baba. I anticipate that. And I want this red line to be conquered on Baba. If we are able to do that, we should be hitting this 12 EMA. Because it's been a lot of levels on Baba where we have lost attraction. So I'm going to do one more level of Fibonacci on Baba. I'm removing this or canceling the extensions. Now I'm trying retracement one more time from the latest high to the latest low. I'll just make it clean. The high was 104.85. And guys, if you have any questions, just keep on posting in the chat. I'll try to answer. So as I said, this area on Baba is really important. If we somehow are able to cross this line, we made a hammer on the Friday close. So this is a hammer. Now it's not a clean hammer, and before that there was also a hammer. So it's trying to do a bottom, setting up for a bottom. Again, unless we get a move above 69, I will not confirm that the bottom is placed on Baba, but it's right now setting up. I expect a move towards 65, gap fill, which is 65.40. Baba 65.40, a gap fill. And then the next move will be towards the Fibonacci 69.50. I'm giving it a neutral view because Baba is very difficult to trade with so much of negative news on the Hong Kong side. So I really want to buy Baba. I actually have a position, so I don't want to see anything. But open above Friday's high, buy above 64.25. 64.15 was Friday high, and I want to really buy above this area. Stop loss will be this area, 63. Again, you see, I'm only making positive calls and I'm trying to buy things on the dip. Because as of now, I don't see anything negative on the market. CRM. CRM was also holding this area 159 and it allowed 12 and 34 EMA to converge, which is a good sign. And it tried to break out, but was not able to hold that breakout 100%. Now it has come to a very important area. This is the complete body. It came close to the body middle. So if it crosses this area 164, I will jump onto CRM, buy above 164. Now, if it jumps over 164, which is almost $1 higher than Friday's close, I still want to do that. I will test 167 and 172. And this could be really, really easy move if it happens. My stop loss will be 163 because I want to manage the gap. So this is CRM and you can sell this below 163. ITSI. ITSI is one stock which with Amazon struggled, but then bounced. So I'm gonna ignore ITSI for the moment because it's very hard for these companies to cover up because they're dependent on anything like Amazon to give them a direction. So I'm excluding ITSI because I already have Shopify from the same set of companies. So I'm excluding ITSI and I can include Teams. So Team after a long time managed to close right on the 12 a.m. Not long time. It was able to do that 4 days back, but Friday it tested right there and closed right on it. So this gives me a trigger. If it goes above 202, Ganesh, I will check on it tomorrow, maybe, but because tomorrow I'm sure it doesn't have earnings, so we'll check back on that. Stop loss is 201, which is there. I want to buy above 203. My target is 210 and 213. 213.61. Thank you, sir. Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs is hovering around this area, facing this resistance. Now, if it has to fail, this is the prime area for banks to fail. But I'm not sure whether we're going to have a Fed move of 75 now and 50 later or smaller hikes. I really don't know about that. So I'm going to eliminate Goldman Sachs for now. It's a risky for now because they have done, either you can try to enter around 337 and go for a move or sell below 337. I'm neutralizing it. Sell below 337. If it crosses 342, which is this area, it closed right on there, then 350 is open. So 350, 42 and 350 is open. But if you want to sell, you can sell this below 337. Square. Square, like the good support area is 56. If you can get back into 56, that's a wonderful area on Square. But right now we are almost 10% above than that. My next area is 64 and then 70. It also has earnings this week. So a clause above 34 EMA 60 is a good stop loss. So here again, I'm choosing neutral. Stop loss is 60. May should I buy? Again, buy above Friday's high or above 62. Buy above 62, which is higher than Thursday's high. So that will give us that yes, it has strength to go on. And then 63 and 64. 64.30 is the target. First one. 23 point Fibonacci if it crosses, and the 38 Fibonacci, 1369.4. Netflix for some strange reason did not move on Friday. It held. It got resistance right from that 302 area. So either it will come down and take the support of this red line, which is important 288 area, or if it crosses about 302, then there is a point taking a trade. So as of now, I'm keeping 302 into consideration. If it doesn't move above 302, then it's trouble for me. I will not be trading Netflix because it has a massive gap. Nvidia did a 138 target, 137 target, which we had, and a bullish engulfing candle. Now, this area of 133 is an excellent support for 133.5 is an excellent support area. Next target is 141, 141.50. And then it will go into the gap of 149.50. So with earnings coming into AMD, I think Nvidia can provide you some seasonable moves. Again, I want to buy this if it comes in a range 136 to 138. It closed higher, but my stop loss is far, so I want it to come down a little so that I can enter into this. And Nvidia has a bullish engulfing. I'll check on Roblox, McDonald's. Because I created that 3660 way before then 35 happened. I did not change it. Shopify. Shopify, I recommended last Friday to enter around 32, 33 area. It came and gave an opportunity, and since then closed above it. It's a good support area. Stop loss is 33.25. Any dip should be bought for Shopify. Like if you can get a dip on 33 to 34.50, just like 34 to 34.50, you should buy that. Snow could not do anything and went back, so I'm deleting Snow. So instead of Snow, we can have McDonald's. I'm positive on Shop, Chandu, because it's showing some strength. And as you said, 1234 are merging, so it's ready for some move. If the market is good, Shopify can move. Uh, McDonald's. McDonald's has broken out after the earnings massively and is going to hit 280. Now, the only caveat here is it has moved a lot. I want some ease off on it. So I'm not jumping. I want to buy near. If it dips 272, 273, only then I'm going to enter in this. 271 is my stop loss. Target is 280. Excellent follow up here. This happened in Shopify as well. Happened in Apple. Like Kumar, I'm maybe not be doing CLH because I do not know about CLH as much. Tesla, I'm neutral because it's very much news dependent. Friday, it tried its best, managed to close above the 12 EMA. It has big resistance at 234, 242. So the areas are clear, but as I said, we need to break above certain areas. And also, we don't know whether there will be some selling required for Tesla to cover up that money for Twitter. Nothing is concrete. There were no form 4K forms out. So I'm skeptical whether it's going to sustain or it's going to break out. There's a gap which needs to be filled on Tesla. So I'm pretty much waiting for it to find a direction. I have butterflies on put side. In case something goes wrong, I'm covered on my butterfly. So here my stop loss has moved up to 223.50. And I want to buy above Friday's high 229. I'm not doing V because it has done its job. I can do Roblox and inside day. Roblox has been doing good since the numbers were out, but it's like a massive move from all the way to 35, 36. It was consolidating and broke out. Now it's there. Now, question is, will it hold 44? If yes, 44.75 is the stop loss. Then we are looking towards 48 to 51. But it's a tough area where we have reasonable supply on roadblocks. It's an inside day as well. So better to buy above 47 if it comes. And sell below 44.75. All right, so I'm pretty much done. What kind of question is that? If you have EAD, you can do that. Anyway, like, I don't know why you're bringing in all these questions. All right, guys, I'm pretty much done. I'm going to post this information. In case you have anything else, do let me know. Thank you for joining tonight. Bye-bye. Good night.